From hot as hell, Hollywood, California, welcome to Ginger Gems with Kate and James.
Hi, babe.
Hello, darling. Here we are again.
Here we are again, week 3. Who would have
Week 3.
thought it?
I
Who would
know.
have thunk it, babe?
Exactly.
Not us.
Exactly.
So you had a good week?
I did have a good week.
Now I'm really excited because last week you told us you were going to the Art Directors Guild.
Last night I went to the Art Directors Guild, yes. I was nominated for Dancing with the Stars. I went there with the team and we went there without a trophy and we came away without a trophy.
But
it was a very nice evening. It was a very nice evening. It's always good. We get to dress up. I wore my my red velvet jacket,
the paisley
one, which was a bit of a gamble.
Austin Powers, as I called you.
Oh,
exactly. And but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Got to see a lot of people, and we had a real nice evening. But you know, they say it's an honour to be nominated, and I guess it is. But there was 5 nominees, and one won, and it wasn't us. But all good.
Next time, babe.
Next time.
The thing is, I mean, you've been nominated. You won last year.
Won last year for the Dick Van Dyke special, which we need to talk about one week.
We'll talk about one week.
But so it was nice to go, and it was a nice evening. But you know, you win some, you lose some.
You win some, you lose
lost that
some,
one.
babe. You lost.
Yeah.
You lost that one.
But before we go any further,
yes,
we do
darling.
need to thank everybody for listening to our. Continuing to listen to week 1, but also
I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with everyone.
Listening to week 2, we've got more viewers and listeners from week 2 than we had at this time on week 1, which is surprising.
Yeah.
I think we lost Buscemi. I'm not sure.
You know, he can hate listen. Don't worry about it.
I hear as well that Clint Eastwood is.
Yeah, he's
unsubscribed.
He's unsubscribed. Oh, Clint, yeah. But other than that, I think
it's growing.
So thank you to everyone who took the time to listen. Thank you to everyone who took the time to like or subscribe.
Thank you,
and if you
babe.
Didn't, please do, because it does help.
And builds our little community going.
Our little gem
babe.
community.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
How about you? How was your week?
Lovely, babe. It was Mickey's birthday this weekend, or Friday. So we did a lot of different things.
He does look a little older than last week.
No, that's just me. Every day he looks a little older.
Dealing with you two.
So did you do anything fun?
We did quite a few fun things actually that I'm probably going to mention in some of our segments, babe. So quite a few fun things happened.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good place to start talking about some TV.
TV.
Go, babe. You know it's the go on.
Traitors.
Yes. Every week so far, 3 weeks, but we'll end it now because it's finished. But
for the last time, Traitors finale was Thursday. Traitors finale was Thursday on Peacock, and what do you think? I called it. I called it.
You did call it, babe, and you saw it before I saw it.
Yes.
So you watched it, and then I watched
to keep my mouth
it.
shut.
So you had to keep your mouth shut, which was
and
hard
how
for you.
difficult was that?
How difficult was that?
Very.
Bribing me.
So those who didn't hear last week's, Mark Ballas, who's a friend of ours from Dancing with the Stars, was doing very well, and he was building his game, and as he was getting further through it,
I think he would have won.
I kind of felt last week that he was dangerously
coffin.
close to being out of it.
Yeah, the coffin.
And within like the first minute,
Thursdays, 30 seconds,
he was in a coffin.
He was gone, and I was like, I think if he hadn't gone in that coffin, I believe he would have been trouble for him. So actually, that was another good gameplay by Rob to get rid of him, because he was starting to see Rob in a different light, and it could have changed the end.
Watching it, I felt bad for Mark, because I like Mark and I wanted him to win.
Yes, and he played
But I have to say my sympathy for Mark was overshadowed by the fact that I could tell you today that I was right.
You was right.
Yeah.
And also I'm going to say you was right, James. I feel sick.
Perfect. That's all. Then all is well.
Yes.
All right. Kate's turning green right now.
I'm turning green.
So Mark was gone.
I'm teary.
Mark was gone, and he went all the way to the end, and they just did not.
Oh, babe, I want to kill Maura. I want to kill her, babe. She did exactly what she did. Now, she came through Love Island. On Love Island, she was like not shagging everyone, but doing the Love Island thing. And shagging everyone. And she coined the phrase #fanny flutters, right? Okay, as in the English meaning of fanny flutters, right? And so I believe that unfortunately on Traitors, she was led by #fanny flutters. She couldn't think with her head. She was thinking with her hashtag FF.
She was fluttering. She was looking.
She was looking and she was
at
fluttering
Rob
all over the
through.
place, and that was
she
it.
Was.
That was it. And we couldn't dig her out.
And she couldn't see him for anything other than potential.
Yeah, she couldn't see. She couldn't see the wood for the trees.
So if you haven't seen it, Rob won.
Oh, sorry.
Spoiler alert.
We should have said before. We should have said, put your fingers in your ears. Spoilers. Yeah.
So anyway, so that was that.
Yeah.
Good season. Yeah. Kind of got a little predictable at the end, but it was a good season. Yeah. And I told you when I was watching the Irish one, that ended as well.
Did that end as well?
That ended as well.
You're going to be having withdrawal symptoms.
I'm stuck with it. I stuck with it because I wanted to see how it ended, but I think I want to see it end more.
Yeah.
It was a little. The host of it, bless her, who I didn't really care for, but she did an interview saying, I just really don't want this to be the shit version of the UK one. Yeah. Well, it kind of was.
Well, it was.
And so that's gone. The American one's gone.
The American one's gone.
So now we have to move on to something else.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to talk about, although we did talk about it the first week and the second week, but it's still going and it's still great, is the love story, the JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Just because, have you caught up yet? Okay. So the episode this week, they had this massive fight in like Central Park. Is it Central Park, babe?
Yeah,
it looks like Central Park.
Yeah.
And it's like he pulls the ring off her finger, and then she's pulling him, and they go down the street, and he's behind her, and then they're hugging, and he's on the floor, sitting in the like gutter with his head down, crying. I actually just want to tell everyone, if they didn't know, that was true, and there's footage of it.
Yeah, we looked that up.
Of the real thing, and you see him ripping the ring off her finger and everything. So we're going to link that below this on YouTube, so everybody can see it. I was blown away by that. Otherwise, it's carrying on. It's fabulous. Keep watching it. Move on. Boom.
And I know that we need to get off TV pretty quickly, but the other thing I wanted to bring up.
Yes.
I know you don't watch it, but I do. Survivor.
Yes.
Survivor. This Thursday, started the 50th season of Survivor. So it's 25 years since.
Unbelievable.
I know. 25 years it's been on, and I've watched every season. And I remember the first season when Richard Hatch won, and it was the most there was 50 million people watched the finale or something like that, which is kind of silly because he won the $1 million and then didn't pay taxes on it and hope no one had noticed. So 50 million people had just seen him win it. So he went to jail. He went to jail.
Yeah, not as clever as he thought he was.
Not as clever as he thought he was. Didn't outwit that. But anyway, so it's the 50th season, and it started the other day, and they've got all the people from the past back, and it was a 3-hour special, 3-hour premiere. It's all the all-stars kind of thing, and it was a 3-hour premiere, and it was really, really good. And so I'm looking forward to that.
You've been watching it since the beginning?
Yeah.
I watched it in the beginning.
So to be honest, there's been so many that they brought these all-stars back, and I still don't know half of them, but they have been on before. But a lot of them are really good, and I think that's a really good show, so I'm looking forward to watching that.
Cool, babe.
All right, next up, Viewer's Choice.
Viewer's Choice.
Viewer's Choice.
Oh, well, we
mentioned this last week briefly at the end, didn't we?
Yes, we were, because we're trying to keep this to a tight 30. So yeah, we did kind of rush through this. So just to quickly mention that KCB Davis did Diane Warren's documentary Relentless, which was about the songwriter, and she's done over 400 songs, and she is so cool. She's crazy, but in a really cool way. So watch that. It's on Prime, Amazon, Apple TV, and thank you, Casey, for that. It's a really good one. Oh, and just a little tidbit there. They also, Cher has like an interview in it, and she's...
Cher?
Yeah, she's hysterical, babe. Like,
big fan of Cher's, aren't you?
Love her.
Oh, she loves Cher.
I'm really annoyed because I read her autobiography, and part 1, and then part 2 was supposed to come out in the spring of last year, and it didn't. Then it was coming out in November. Then it was coming out in the spring of this year. Not. Now it's not coming out till November. So it's going to be like a year and a half before I can read the next bit, which is really annoying.
Do you remember when you had Cher on Dance with the Stars?
Love her.
I remember we had her on Dance with the Stars, and me and you went out onto the dance floor to watch the rehearsal just because she was there.
Yes.
And real quick story is that when we started the show, they put her on a lift, and they lifted her up like 25 feet in the air, maybe 20 feet in the air.
Really high. She didn't seem to work.
On a platform, and it was the top of the show, and it was behind a big kabuki drop, and they opened the show, the kabuki drop
there she
fell, and there she was on this platform that lowered down into the crowd below, singing.
Exactly. I can't sing. I'm not. I can. Won't sing.
And we did this whole thing about putting her on this platform, and she had to be kind of strapped to a pole so she couldn't fall off if anything happened. So she'd got this belt strapping her to a pole. They lifted her all the way up, and she unhooked herself 2 minutes before we went live. And she was turning around on this platform, talking to all the people in the balcony behind her, because she was level with all the people in the balcony.
Yeah.
And she was saying hi to everybody. So she's completely untethered.
Yeah.
And live on TV.
Yeah.
And then we go live.
Yeah.
And the kabuki drops, and they start to lower. And if there had been one, I don't know,
Just a little
slight jolt,
Yes.
she'd have
been
plummeted
off
to her
it.
death,
She'd have
live
been
on
off it.
television, live on ABC,
I mean, that would've-
family
that
TV
would've
at
gone
prime
bad.
time.
There's a safety officer on that show.
The safety officer was there. There was such a big deal about. We had all these meetings about the belt had to match her outfit,
And I think,
so
yeah.
it couldn't be seen, and
Yeah.
it was like a seat belt that went around her waist.
Fashion over
and
safety.
it was
I
such
think-
a
yeah.
big deal.
Yeah.
And they clipped her in and took her up, and when she was halfway up, she just unclipped
like-
herself and turned around.
Yeah.
She's standing there
Yeah.
chatting to people as she's
Yeah.
moving up, going up in the lift, and we were just like, oh my god. I mean, obviously it all worked out fine.
Yeah, fine,
But
but
it was, that's
Yeah,
Cher, because I
that's
mean,
Cher.
complete pro.
Yeah.
And
She didn't
just
want it. She didn't want
fearless.
that belt. She did
Fearless.
not want that belt on. It was
Yeah.
ruining the outfit. And when she got down to the bottom, when they took it off, it was all a bit awkward anyway.
Yeah,
She
'cause it
didn't
was
want
the-
that.
she
was
didn't
like,
want the
"I
kind
don't
of
need
weird-
to. I'm going on.
Yeah.
Boom, done.
Fearless.
Fearless. Oh, I love her even more, babe. Do you know what she is? She's a broad. She's a broad, and that's a word I'm trying to
She's a
bring
real
back.
broad.
She's a real broad. Talking about broads, we have another viewer's choice.
Charles.
Yes, say it, babe. Who is it?
It's Charles from Dance with the Stars. It's
Yes!
the
Charles
2D.
Shoup.
Yes!
Shout out
Charles
to
Shoup.
Charles.
Yes!
Abroad.
I love it. And he has recommended a show called Riot Women, which, funnily enough, I would say that was about a bunch of broads as well. Fabulous women. Written by Sally Wainwright. It's a British show, who wrote Happy Valley, which was also
Fantastic.
massive.
Fantastic.
Bloody-tastic, babe.
It's a gem on its own.
That's a complete gem on its
Yeah,
own.
it's one of the best.
It is one
Yeah.
of the best, definitely. I think one of the best television series of all
Ever.
time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she also wrote Riot Women, and it's about a group of middle-aged women, or as I like to call them, it's about a group of broads.
Youngsters.
Yeah. About a group of youngsters who form a punk rock band, and they're going to participate in a talent contest. But there's also a lot of other stuff going on behind the scenes of everyone, and it's fantastic. So thank you, Charles.
Thank you,
It's
Charles.
on Apple TV. I think it's on BritBox, and yeah.
Okay, movies.
So, movies.
We will
Go on,
make
babe.
one quick mention.
Yes.
Neil Sedaka passed away. What
Yes.
a class act.
Class, absolute class.
Didn't he do a cameo for your mother?
Yes, he did. He did this, and I swear to God, everybody, we will link things this week. But I'm going to link the message he did for my mum's birthday, and she was staying. She went for a Neil Sedaka weekend in England with an impersonator, impressionist or whatever
Noel
you call them.
Sedaka.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. She went for a weekend for her birthday, and I wrote on Cameo to him and said, my mum's going to a Neil Sedaka weekend in England and everything. Can you do it? He did her the most fantastic message. And then he sang her a song at his piano, changing the words to
include her name?
Yes, to include her name. What an absolute
Class act.
gem.
Gem.
But didn't she
a
end
gem.
up? She end up?
What? What?
Never mind. Preferring an impersonator.
She was, I have to say my mum was kind of in love with the impersonator. So, yeah.
All right. Where are we now?
Let's talk about some movies.
Movies. Okay, right. Okay, I'm not going to talk a movie I've seen yet. I'm going to quickly talk about a movie I haven't seen
She's
yet.
breathless
Because
about this one.
I don't know what it is, but I don't know if you've seen the trailer to this even, babe. But this movie that's coming out called The Bride with Christian Bale, Jessie Buckley from Hamnet, directed
Maggie
by
Gyllenhaal.
Maggie Gyllenhaal, babe. Have you seen the trailers of
The
it or
only
just
time
bits?
the only thing I've heard about this movie is
Yeah.
that you mentioned it last week.
I mentioned it
I
every
know
week.
nothing more than that.
I've mentioned it every week, babe. I am
wasn't
beside
listening the
myself
first week.
to watch this film. Talk about abroad. Talk about abroad. There she is, the bride. Or as they say, here comes the
Broad.
motherfucker bride.
Jesus.
That's what they say. That's what they say. It's like a punk opera gone absolutely crazy with Frankenstein. Or I think they just call him Frank in it, which is hysterical. Which is just funny on its own. But I'm so excited for this. And it opens this Friday. So there's I hit my mic, sorry, babe. So there's a gem for you, March the 6th. I'm seeing it Thursday night because they're doing the late night show of it, and I'm going to be first in the queue first in the queue to see that. It's absolutely amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, this movie. So, classic movies. Have you got anything this week, babe? Can you think of anything? Cool Hand Luke was superb last week.
I don't know if I have anything this week.
Okay. Just to go, Neil Sedaka passed this week. Also, Robert Carradine passed this week, who was an incredible actor. One of my favourite films of his, it was one of my favourite films anyway, and he's in it, is called Coming Home, 1978. Hal Ashby, one of my favourite directors as well. Jane Fonda, John Voight, Bruce Dern. He plays a young soldier who's come back from Vietnam, and it's based around, very... What can we say about that? It's so they're in the Vietnam War, and all the soldiers who are injured come back, and it's the way they're treated, it's the way the hospital treats them, it's the way that the army treats them after they come back, and it's a fantastic film, and a little timely there as well. Right. Yeah. So, next subject, please, babe.
Theatre.
Well, this is where we go back to Mickey's birthday.
Okay.
Because we went...
I think you wanted to talk about that Emma Thompson quote.
Yes. What did she say, babe?
She said, theater is the only hope we've got in a disconnected world.
All right. And could this world be any more disconnected right now?
Probably not.
It's on its way, don't worry.
I know, it's only a climbing graph at the moment. So we went...
climbing.
Yeah, so for Mickey's birthday, we went to see a couple of theatre things. Mm-hmm. We saw both in Pasadena. One was Richard III with Anne Noble. Absolutely, so Richard III is played by a woman, and she plays
she was a powerhouse.
She was a powerhouse.
She really was.
And also, you'd love the set, babe. The set is because Richard III is Shakespeare, but the set is all like kind of industrial and scaffolding, and it opens, and all that's on the stage is a big bunch of chairs all like meshed together.
Right.
Yeah,
we once
like
did that for a dance for Derek.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
They
we
stole
had to
it!
buy like 100 chairs and stack them all in a big thing for Derek to something to do with some dance for Derek.
I remember that now, babe.
Big light behind it.
Yes.
Yeah, looked great.
Well, there you go, babe. So,
credit for that.
Credit for that, babe. Credit for that. And the other one was at the Pasadena. That's at A Noise Within in Pasadena. The other one is also in Pasadena, which is at the Pasadena Playhouse, and that's Amadeus. That is a completely different kind of look. It's a beautiful set, beautiful costumes. The acting is superb. Jefferson Mays and
Sam Clement.
Sam Clement plays Mozart. Yeah, it's just, I'm telling you, if you want a great date night or a great day out, next Sunday is the Rose Bowl.
The flea market.
If you go to that, go and get yourself a breakfast burrito.
At Yahira's restaurant.
Yahira's restaurant, the best burritos ever. Best burritos ever. And then go and see the matinee at 2:00 of either Amadeus or Richard III. So somebody's going to be out there giving that date to somebody, and they're going to be so impressed with it. In fact, I should take you, shouldn't I, babe? We'll see him again. I'll go and show you the chairs.
I'll do the burrito.
You do the burrito and the chairs.
It is a delicious burrito.
Huh?
It is a delicious burrito.
It's a bloody great burrito. Really, really good. Yeah.
All right.
Restaurants.
Oh, any restaurants, babe?
Do you do a lot of cooking at home?
Come on.
Me neither, really. Mickey cooks quite a bit, though, don't you, babe?
I'm a good cook.
Yeah, he's a good cook. Does the good
cook this bit
vegan
out.
stuff. Does some good vegan stuff. Well, I've got a wine one. I want to tell people about this wine. It's called Itri. Did I say that right, babe?
Yeah.
Good. Because I always pronounce that
Good
right.
start.
It's called Itri, and I'm just going to tell you what the label says. It says, it's for the punks, the dancers, anyone just trying to vibe. It's the wine you pair with dinner, down through the night, and chug straight out of the bottle when dancing on a tabletop. It's the wine you want on hand for a great time. It's juicy, jabby, lip-smacking, middle finger to tradition, cultivated and bottled for new world revelry. Well, I mean, who does not want to drink a wine? That's what the description. But
So
no.
were you on a table, chugging it from the bottle?
Yeah, dancing on a table, chugging it
at
from
the
the bottle
Hollywood
at the
Bowl.
Hollywood Bowl. But I'll give you a little tip, everybody. I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but it's like $20 bottle of wine. It's got the most beautiful label on it.
Yeah, it's got a beautiful label.
They call it a white wine, but it's really an orange. It's an orange, isn't it?
What do they call that?
Skin-coated skin contact or something like that. Yeah, but it's like a $20. You go to Hollywood Bowl, it's $70
You're joking?
for the bottle. Yeah, yeah, not joking. You so open that bottle, stick it in a Fanta bottle.
Fanta.
It's kind of the same colour, and take it with you. Bloody hell! But yeah, there you go, a little wine.
It's a white wine.
It says white wine, but I think it's like, you know, the orange. They call it the.
Yeah, it's skin contact white. I think is what they
skin
call
contact
it, yeah.
white, but the colour is actually orange. I mean,
Yeah.
when I first got it, I thought it was a rosé. I'll be honest with you. Oh, there's Goldie with the regular.
Reacting to the wine.
Regular. No,
conversation.
mummy, don't have wine.
So, do you like red wine?
I do. Do you know what, babe? I used to love. You know what I used to love? A spritzer. That
Oh,
used to be
yeah, I
my
remember
drink
that.
years
Yeah,
ago,
yeah, God,
spritzer.
yeah.
But then I kind of went off white wine, so I did start drinking red wine, and I always find red wine quite heavy. I'm
never
not
liked wine.
I know.
I've never liked wine.
Oh, you've never liked wine?
Never. The only time I ever drank wine was on a plane because it was there.
Yeah, you
And
were
it was
more
like, so
beers.
it was never good wine.
No, no, God, that's the
A
thing.
little plastic bottle of wine on a plane.
That's the
But
thing.
yeah, never liked wine.
No. So yeah, but now I don't. Do you know what I have mostly now? If I go out, I'll have a cocktail.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have a Cosmopolitan or something. I've gone back to like early 2000s.
So we have another classic movie to talk about. This one is
Okay.
actually a viewer's choice.
Yes,
Sent in by my mom. So
Susie!
So we'll call it Susie's Choice.
Susie's Choice.
And that's The Goodbye Girl.
Goodbye Girl. I
Oh
don't know
my
that movie.
gosh, babe, it's what 70s movie again? Is it?
Yep,
I
77.
honestly think I just love 70s movies.
Yeah.
It was
if I could pick
before my
any
time.
era- Babe,
Did
it's
you go and
way-
see them when you were in your teens?
No, I didn't. I wasn't even in my teens in the 70s, babe.
Well, 20s then.
I was just a wee girl. I saw most of the 70s later, but I honestly would say if I had to pick an era of movies, I would say the 70s
Really?
gave us the best movies.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Your favourite movie, Mickey?
Rocky.
Rocky, 77.
76.
Yeah, The Goodbye Girl.
Never. don't know.
Marsha Mason. She
Don't
used
know
to
who
be
that
married
is.
to Neil Simon, the writer.
Okay.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Ooh. Do you know the Hollywood show? Do you know what the Hollywood show is?
No, what is it, babe?
There's a like a convention event thing that they do every year. I think they do more than one a year. I did a couple of years ago. They had the Cast of Dallas there, and I did some scenic pieces for it. And I think we talked about that because Stephanie Powers was there, and you wanted to go and see Stephanie
Oh,
Powers.
heart to
But
heart.
you couldn't go because you were out of town or something.
Heart to heart.
But I did some scenic pieces for this Dallas cast reunion who were at the Hollywood show, and I went because the cast were there, and I had to put these scenic things in.
Fun.
And then I went wandering. It was bizarre. You go in this
everyone
room,
there?
and it's like, oh, there's Joan Collins, there's Stephanie Powers, there's Engelbert Humperdinck, there's
What?
what's his name, the Beaver from Leave It to Beaver. It was all these, like, literally.
The actual
And Jerry something. But you go walk down these paths, and there's all these different people, and they're all sitting at desks, and people go and they pay to go in, and then they queue up and sign up and say hi and all this stuff.
Oh.
The most bizarre. The only reason I bring it up, Richard Dreyfuss is doing it this year. I saw.
What?
There's Priscilla Presley's doing it. I saw. She was at the one with the cast of Dallas because she was in Dallas. But I looked on the website to see who was there because I saw Priscilla was doing it, and because we're on first name terms, and and I looked. And I went down the list to see who was there, and there was a bunch of people you never heard of, someone who used to be in Lassie or something. But then in the middle of it was Richard Dreyfuss. I was kind of surprised that he would
Well,
not.
what was it for, babe? Was
It's
it
just
his
this
his
is coming up. It's
movies?
just he's there, and so if you want to meet Richard Dreyfuss, you go and you pay at the door, and you go in, and you have access, and you walk around, and you go and sign.
Do you have to pay a lot to go in? I mean,
don't
how
know.
much are they getting paid
I don't
for
know.
this,
I don't know,
babe?
but I think that they get like. I don't know if they're doing it for the money.
Yeah.
That's number one. I don't know if they're doing it for the money, but I think they get paid per signature. So if you go and say, I want a signature or an autograph, you're $40 or something. If you want a selfie, $40 or something. Well, you've got 100 people line up. That's a good day's chunk of money, I guess.
Yeah.
And I suppose the people, I remember the one I was at, there was people at there was all the cast of Dallas. There was like 15 members of the cast of Dallas, and there was just lines all the time, particularly at like Linda Gray's and Charlene's and Patrick's.
Yeah.
But there was also
Sue Ellen.
yeah,
your
exactly.
Drunk and an unfit mother.
Exactly, and a tramp.
And a tramp.
But there was like when Joan Collins was there was the line out the door.
Oh, yeah,
and,
Joni, babe.
You know, and it's just so you get these kind of quite big names, and they go in, they do a day, and I don't know how much of it is we can make some money, and how much of it is it's nice to meet all these people who adore you or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know what it
They're
is.
a
But I
bit
was kind
like-
of surprised Richard Dreyfuss was going to be there. But
Yeah, it's a
okay.
bit like all those BravoCon things or Comic Con.
That's
Like
exactly
that,
what it is.
babe. All
Dancing
right.
with, did you see Dancing with the Stars are doing one this
Yes,
summer?
yeah.
Dancing with the Stars Con.
Yes.
in Palm Springs in July.
Yeah.
And
It's very popular, these things, babe.
They really are.
They
really
must be
are.
raking the money in, because
Yeah.
why
Well,
they'd be popping
otherwise
up
they wouldn't do it.
everywhere.
They wouldn't
Why
do it.
would you do it?
Yeah, I mean, there's, but I spoke to someone who's involved with the Dancing with the Stars one, and I think I'm going to be kind of taking some pieces down there to kind of build some small like vignettes.
Well, I'll come with you, babe.
Choice. You can come down as well,
Weekend in
darling.
Palm Springs.
We could do
Nothing
Ginger Gems
better.
from the Dancing with the
We'll
Stars con.
We'll do Ginger Gems from the con, and we'll be in Palm Springs for it, babe. Do
In
you know what I
July.
mean?
Me and
Well,
you,
it would be a little,
Gingers
well,
in Palm
a
Springs.
lot of shade.
In
We'll
July.
have to find a shady tree. I'm melting. We'll have to find a shady tree, babe, somewhere, and a
Christ,
lot
we
of
won't be able-
like
we won't be able to go
fans.
outside.
You need a forest.
We'll have to go
not
in
a
the
tree.
dead of
Okay, air
night.
conditioning.
We'll have to go
We'll
in
have
the
to
dead
do
of
an
night and
evening,
not go
an evening
outside.
show. That might
Yeah.
be fun, babe. Weekend in
Yeah.
Palm Springs. That's a gem of a place to go, isn't it? Palm
Palm
Springs.
Springs,
Yeah. Get yourself a little villa with a pool down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah. So the classic movie is Susie's movie.
Susie's
which is,
movie.
Yeah, which is
Goodbye
Goodbye
Girl.
Girl with lovely Richard, babe.
With Richard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and everybody's going to really enjoy it.
And
It's
they're
a
all going
comedy.
to, so
and
now
it's-
go and watch Goodbye Girl, then go to the Hollywood show and tell Richard you really enjoyed it.
Yes.
Or not.
There you go.
See?
People will probably go and see him there because they love that movie so much. That's how much of a gem
Oh, yeah.
that movie is.
Oh, yeah.
That is an absolute gem.
They're
of a
going to have
movie.
a sign their Jaws lunchbox.
Jaws, Goodbye Girl. What
Oh,
else
Mr.
did he
Holland's
do?
Opus.
Oh, wasn't he the
Close Encounters.
Encounters, yeah, Close Encounters.
What about Bob? Oh,
What about
he was
Bob?
just talking about his relationship with Bill Murray on that.
Wasn't good.
Not good.
Oh, spilling the tea.
Oh, another
spilling
one
the
we've
tea
lost.
there, babe.
Another one we've
Another
lost.
one we've lost. We've lost two.
Buscemi gone. Murray
Buscemi
gone.
Murray
No,
gone.
I love Bill
Eastwood
Murray. He's one of
gone.
my favorites.
Huh?
I love Bill Murray. He's one
Yeah,
of my
you
favorites.
do love him. You love what's the movie?
Groundhog
you
Day.
love? Groundhog Day.
Never seen it.
No, me neither. But that's
Oh
a
my
classic
God,
for you.
you've
We're
never
just
seen
look
Groundhog
at
Day.
us, just dropping gems all over the place this
Hmm.
week. We can't get enough of it.
Okay, next topic. Let's talk about what made the gem cut.
Oh, we're already there, babe.
Already
What made
there,
the gem
already.
cut this week?
I think we do Neil Sedaka as a
Yes.
just a
Yeah.
nod
Yeah.
to a class act.
Yeah. So over 750 songs he wrote, babe.
I would say I would put Survivor as a gem cut because I
Yes.
just think it's such a great show.
And it's a classic
And
gem
it's a classic,
cut. It's a classic
you know,
gem
yeah.
cut, yeah. I would still put in a Love Story, FX Hulu, the JFK
Is that
and
ongoing
Karen
then?
Bis-
It's not all on
Yes.
one. It's an
No,
ongoing
it's-
one a week kind
no,
of thing.
Isn't that fantastic
Okay.
too?
I'm
We're going
so,
back
I'm
to
so
that.
glad they're doing that again.
You're loving that, aren't
yeah.
you, babe?
It's such
I'm a
it's
bit,
so great to get back to that.
yeah, I'm a bit more. I like it when they download everything so I can keep watching, still
Right.
binge. But yeah, a lot of shows are now doing this one a week
There's-
again.
You know, I mean, I think that's one of the reasons Dancing with the Stars did well this season was because I think that people got back into these kids who like used to watching everything in one go.
and have never
Have
probably
never
had
really
this.
got
Yeah.
the world that we of us being of a certain age. We used to watch a show on a certain night because that's when it aired, and
so
I
exciting
think like
waiting
a lot
for
of the young ones
Wednesday
on
night.
Dancing started watching it and realised, oh, we can all watch this, and everyone watches it together, and we can
Together,
kind of
real
post and we
time.
can comment, and we can all do everything in real time. And it's starting to kind of that was a novelty to them, whereas that's the way it always used to be.
Always.
So it's kind of interesting that it's moving back towards that as a.
I mean, what
Good
night?
thing.
What night was Dallas on?
It was Friday nights here. It was Wednesday nights in England,
There
but
you
it was
go.
Friday night 8:00.
What nights was Charlie's Angels on? Thursday nights. I mean, you just
You
know
just
your
know.
shows.
Coronation Street, Monday and Wednesday. EastEnders, Tuesday, Thursday.
Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. So I want to put that again in as a gem because it's still ongoing and you can easily catch up with those first 4 episodes. I think it is down 4, maybe 4. So yeah, I'm still shoving that in as a
Okay.
gem.
Anything else?
Classic, Coming Home,
Yep.
fantastic gem.
Your wine. Your
The
dancing
wine.
on the table wine.
Yeah, It Tree. Get your It Tree on. Like I said, it's not even that expensive, and it's a good wine, and the bottle is fantastic.
I'm maybe not putting the voting of the Art Directors Guild Awards in as a gem.
Oh, we know
this
we're going to
week.
put that up.
No, I think we
No,
will.
we'll throw that away.
We'll throw that away
But a
completely.
gem
that
to be
way, but-
nominated.
But it
Yeah.
is a gem to be nominated.
It was a gem to
Yeah,
be nominated.
that's what they all
babe.
say when
And
they
you had
don't
a
win.
fantastic night.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go. What more can
Okay.
you ask for?
All right, now pick a card for inspiration of the week.
Oh, did
Oh.
we have any relatives visiting? Last week's card was
Yes,
a.
I did. Yeah, last week's card was past lives, and that was very much into deja vu for you and your past lives, your karma, and also for ancestors coming in. Do you have anybody coming in? Did anybody
Not that I'm
pop
aware of.
up?
Not that I'm
Oh,
aware
I've,
of,
I've
no.
had my dad. Is driving me insane. He really is. He's everywhere. I told you he was around the week before. Now every turn I take, there he is.
And real quick, we actually had a tow truck driver that all he did was talk about seeing ghosts and spirits at 3 o'clock in the morning.
because he turns up at the accidents to tow the car. And
Right.
maybe we'll do that another week and tell you
it's
some
a
of
good one
those
to talk
stories.
about,
That's
yeah.
a good one. Right, mark that down for next week. There you go. There's a coming up for week 4.
Coming up, week 4.
Week 4,
Bodies.
death and destruction.
Bodies in
Dead bodies
cars.
in garbage bags.
All right, so,
That's a clickbait.
yeah. So pick a card.
Okay.
All right?
Yes. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to pick here. Let's have a look what I've picked. Friendliness.
Friendliness.
Yeah, friendliness.
As in, be nice to people.
As in, be nice to people. As in, reach out to people.
Right.
You know, there's a lot going on at the moment. There's so much going on. And people are really, a lot of people are suffering. There's a lot of loneliness as well, you know, because people are suffering, as we know, with the suicides that have happened lately, you know, just with famous people, let alone what everybody, you know.
The ones we don't know about.
No, ones we don't know about. So let's take friendliness as, let's bloody well be kind, be friendly to people this week.
And ourselves.
Yeah.
And ourselves, most importantly, ourselves, because if we're not being friendly to ourselves, we're not got anything to give to anybody else. So let's start with self this week. Let's be friendly. Let's be kind. Reach out to your neighbour. Say hello.
I don't
you
like
know,
my
to someone
neighbours.
in the street.
No, that's not true. I do like
Babe,
my
your
neighbours.
neighbours know
I do
who
like
you
my-
are. They probably listen.
Take that back.
I do
He's
like my
taking
neighbours.
that back. Yes, let's be friendly. That's a beautiful thing
Except
to
that
end
one.
on. That's a beautiful thing to end on, don't you
Friendliness,
think?
yeah.
Yeah, friendliness.
Yeah.
And also, well, you know, let's subscribe, babe.
Like and subscribe. I
Like
hate
and
saying
subscribe.
that. Like
he
and
hates saying
subscribe.
it, but he loves you to do it.
Yeah, it's yeah, exactly. But thank you again to everyone who's listening. Go on. Do you have
Yes,
something?
no, that's it.
Thank you
to everyone.
And
Yeah.
see you next Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I think that's going to be a great one.
Really?